Hello, everyone. The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes, and like all of those episodes, it may contain spoilers, so consider yourself warned. If you like what you hear, head over to patreon.com/horrorqueers to listen to tons of bonus content. And now, without further ado, here's your exclusive Patreon clip.
We immediately start uber serious with this tone, by the way. Like the score that's kicking in right now.
Yeah, it's so serious, which is appropriate. I mean, this film does not have the same comedic sensibilities that the later entries will have. It's still funny in parts, but for a large swath of this is proper horror film.
When was the last time you watched this?
Ooh, when did I watch it? Oh, you know what? It was for our audio commentary on the second film, so it would have been about last year.
Oh, wow, that's a lot more recent. I do love that we immediately get right into the action here. Like we waste 100%. No time.
No. And folks, everyone appreciate this brief glimpse of Brad Dourif because, of course, we will not see him physically again in this series until what? The Chucky TV show? Oh God, I'm drinking for Eddie.
Oh, yeah, Eddie. There you go. Yeah, it's so funny, too, because sometimes Eddie looks like Brad Dourif, but, with different hair.
Yes. Oh, the hair. It's so bad.
It's so long. Chris, man, when we talked to Don Mancini last year, I said, I would love to have Catherine Hicks back, but I think you said, bring us Chris Sarandon.
Honestly, I always forget that he's in here, and then he shows up and he's wearing sweaters for days because, of course, it's Chicago in the winter. God, he is so fucking attractive.
I think his character must still be in a mental asylum because if you remember in the second movie, the mom is in a loony bin because of everything. I was like, but the cop survived. He wasn't, and his partner.
Oh my God. It's like one of the movies that we did recently. I can't remember because, of course, my brain is Swiss cheese. But it's like the cop just quit the force the week after the horrible case. And I'm like, maybe that's what happened to Chris Sarandon. He just decided, I can't do talking killer dolls. I'm done. Goodbye.
He's like, I'm out. Something snapped in my brain. I like this set piece in the toy store. However, okay, I lamented this because I love the themes, the score, the main theme song for this movie that only plays over the end credits, and I kind of. I know it's not really, we can't do it here because we have action happening, but a part of me wishes we had a main title sequence where that score could really get to shine.
Yeah, it's the problem with just jumping right into the action and having the action be kind of bombastic, right?
Well, it's key to the plot, right? This sets up the entire next 35 years of the franchise.
Oh my God. I can't. Every time we say 35 years, I feel like a part of me just dies.
It is wild. Also a November release, too. How strange.
I know. I wonder if they were trying to capitalize on Thanksgiving as the start of the Christmas buying season. Because look at this. It's like an advertisement for toys.
Yeah, I guess maybe that is the case. Or it's like, hey, parents, you got to go sit in lines at toy stores on Black Friday for your kid. Here's a movie about a killer toy.
Here's the thing. So I did not do a lot of research for this episode, but they must have sold Chucky dolls, right? The Good Guy dolls as a promotion crossover or something like that?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
If only because this is R-rated, and I think selling kids as the dolls as merchandise would be attractive to kids, which isn't the audience for this movie.
It's just so funny because I look at this, yay, Don Mancini. I look at this and I think, yeah, who doesn't want to buy a bunch of Good Guy doll shit?
Me.
I mean, apart from the fact that it might kill you.
Well, it's really funny because I remember in my entire life being like, who the fuck would buy one of these dolls? It's so ugly looking. But then you realize that, that Don Mancini was inspired by the surge of popularity of Cabbage Patch Kids. And I was like, oh, I guess I didn't play with those, but I guess people did.
I love that you think this doll is ugly too. I'm like, he's not that bad. He's totally cute and he's got a bunch of fun catchphrases. I mean, Andy does strike me as a bit of a toy-deprived child because I think the doll is okay, Andy, but it's not your be-all, end-all.
Well, it's $100 in 1988. Jesus Christ.
I know. Yeah, you have to think that's going to be at least $350.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be a
I don't
lot.
know.
It would be a fuck ton of money, particularly when you're living as a single woman in a absolutely ginormous apartment.
Well, it's really funny because I think I've told you this before, and I probably said on the podcast, but like how my dad used to tell me about the plots of horror movies when I couldn't see them, and he would tell me about Child's Play, like, oh yeah, it's this doll, this redheaded doll, and in my mind, my child brain, I was like, a doll. Okay, it's like the size of these baby dolls that are on the screen right here.
I love this.
Oh, it's so good.
Look at this! Look at this explosion! It's so amazing.
Oh, yeah. The budget for this, it's not nothing. It's something to scoff at. It was somewhere around the $10 million range, which is, I mean, for a horror movie, I'm sure a lot of the money too went towards the puppeteering and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I guess I'm a little surprised that they threw this much money at this kind of a concept.
Absolutely. But sorry, I interrupted you because you were telling me about your dad telling you about the plot.
I just envisioned Chucky as the size, like a foot tall at most. Like a little doll, like Puppet Master size, like running around killing people.
Right, yeah. Not like the height of a child's body because basically, I guess we can drink
dead, yeah.
for the death of Charles Lee Ray.
Dead.
Technically, sort of. Not really.
Atlas Avenue, a long stretch of road that encompasses everything the city of Kennett Heights has to offer. Neon lights, traffic, crime, the hustle and bustle of everyday life, and the craziest of characters. My office was above it all. My name is James Locke, and I'm a PI.
Hello, Mr. J. How the hell you doing today?
Good, Edith. Nearly every year I have a new case. New people to meet, new clues to discover, and new problems to solve. But I do it the old-fashioned way. No technology. Nothing post-1950. Hell, I don't even listen to podcasts, but you should. Atlas Avenue Beat is a spoof of the film noir genre with goofy characters, tons of wordplay, and non-stop raunchy humor. There's also 3 whole seasons out right now with more on the way. Just search for Atlas Avenue Beat wherever you listen to podcasts or visit us online at bloody.fm.